Excuse me. People like you don't belong in first class. That's what the flight attendant said, loud enough for everyone to hear. A black woman stood frozen, boarding pass in hand, watching a white man lounge in her seat. Cameras came out. The humiliation was public. But what they didn't know, she wasn't just a passenger. She owned the power to bring Delta Airlines to its knees. Delta Flight 217 was boarding smoothly until it wasn't. Excuse me, the flight attendant said, stepping in front of the aisle. People like you don't belong in first class. The woman she blocked stood tall, her posture unshaken. Her name was Dr. Naomi Sinclair, black, brilliant, legal bulldozer. Her boarding pass clearly said Seat 2A, first class. Yet a white man in a navy blazer sat there, legs spread, scrolling through his phone like he owned the aircraft. The attendant's name tag read Haley, blonde bun, cold smile, voice dripping with condescension. Naomi, a seasoned attorney with 22 years in federal litigation, didn't blink, but her fingers tightened around her briefcase. She dismantled oil companies, forced mayors to resign, and rewrote anti-discrimination laws. Yet here she was, treated like she didn't belong. Around them, phones went up. Haley leaned closer. "Sweetheart, you sure you can read your ticket correctly?" Passengers murmured. A college student named Kyle, 3 rows back, whispered, "Yo, this is wild," and hit go live on Instagram. Viewer count, 47 and climbing. Naomi pulled up her Delta confirmation email and showed both her boarding pass and phone. Clear as day. Seat 2A, first class. Haley glanced and smirked. "Oh honey, these upgrade mistakes happen all the time. You probably use someone's miles without knowing. Why don't you head back to your real seat?" Before Naomi could respond, the man in 2A, Rick Dalton, spoke. "Look, lady, I paid for this seat. Go sit where you belong." Naomi inhaled sharply, but stayed calm. "Let me make a quick call." Her phone buzzed. A reminder from her assistant. Boardroom prep with Senator Hale at 3 p.m. Merger vote final review. CEO's legal call confirmed. Haley snorted. "Ma'am, if you don't move, I'll have to deplane you. You're disrupting our boarding." From the jet bridge, a Delta manager named Simon approached. "What's the issue?" Haley pointed like she was presenting stolen goods. "She's refusing to leave a seat that's not hers." Naomi handed over her ID, boarding pass, and Delta Gold member card. Simon checked his tablet. "Well, Mr. Dalton checked into 2A earlier today, but..." "But what?" Naomi asked steady. "My pass says 2A. So does Delta's app." Simon hesitated. Then Rick added fuel. "She's just pulling the race card like they always do." Phones caught every word. From the crowd, a retired teacher spoke up. "I saw her board with us. She belongs here." Haley stepped in again. "We've had people try to sneak into first class before. Let's not pretend this is new." Naomi opened her briefcase. Inside, sealed federal documents, high-level court filings, and a card that read Dr. Naomi Sinclair, Managing Partner, Sinclair and Hartman, LLP, Counsel to U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee on Civil Rights. She handed it to Simon. That's when everything changed. Simon's face drained of color. A whisper spread. "She's a lawyer? Senate counsel?" A security officer arrived. "Ma'am, we'd like to resolve this peacefully." Naomi remained still. "Are you familiar with Delta's passenger rights on confirmed seating?" Behind her, Kyle's stream hit 1,200 viewers. Comments flew. "Delta's about to get sued. Where's her seat? This is racial profiling." Then came the call. Naomi's phone lit up. Daniel Dalton, Office of the CEO, Delta Airlines. She answered. Loudspeaker on. "Dr. Sinclair," came the voice. "I've been briefed. On behalf of Delta, I sincerely apologize." Passengers went dead silent. Naomi spoke slowly. "Your attendant told me people like me don't belong in first class. Your manager supported that lie. And your brother," she looked directly at Rick, "is occupying my seat." Rick froze. His last name? Dalton. The CEO's voice cracked. "I had no idea." "You do now," Naomi interrupted. "And in 2 hours, I'm advising Senate members on airline discrimination patterns." How I frame this incident? Well, let's just say it'll shape federal policy and determine Delta's merger fate with AeroWest. Simon looked like he might faint. Haley backed up. Rick tried to speak, but Naomi raised a hand. She pulled out another folder. This is our discrimination class action report. We've been compiling cases exactly like this one for the past 18 months. Delta's name appears 39 times. Gasps. Phones rose higher. The security officer took a step back. I propose immediate action, Naomi said. Haley, terminated. Rick, banned from Delta flights permanently. Delta, $50 million victim fund. Federal training protocol. And a public acknowledgement of systemic racism in seating policies. CEO Daniel Dalton didn't argue. We'll comply with all demands, he said. Effective immediately. Simon turned to Naomi. May I escort you to your seat? She smiled. Yes, but announce it. Loud enough for the people who tried to erase me to hear. As Naomi walked toward 2A, Kyle streamed the moment live. Viewer count, 14,700. And in that moment, justice didn't shout. It walked. It documented. It reclaimed its seat. If this story fired you up, hit that like button, share it everywhere, and drop a comment telling us where you're watching from. City, country, even your airplane seat number if you're flying right now. Let's see how far justice can travel.